Everybody. Ryan Kempson hopped on today. There's another video where we're talking about USA OCR and why he thinks you should be a part of it, and he makes a lot of sense. But this video is going to be a Savage Race preview. We've got the first Savage Race of the year happening in the point series anyway. Sorry, one of the races already happened. This is the first point series. We talk about who's coming and who's not, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to be there. Let's get to the video. Away we go.
Yeah. And it's there, and we have to give them something to look up to towards too. That was the pro team, that was the NBC series, and now, like, I haven't heard anybody do a preview for the Savage Pro series. Well, we've had no racing besides functional fitness, which I mean, it's not my cup of tea, and I don't know how into it everybody is. It seems kind of exciting to some people, but we have Rylan's coming out to race.
Dude, listen,
so we have a guy who has a So here's the storyline: we got a guy who has a massive engine that in any straightforward race would kick my ass, but he also has a history. He's messed up almost every single one of his races. Something, even winning North American Championships in Canada, the Spartan last year. I'm pretty sure he failed the rig when it was wet out. So
right. Well, here's the good news. I reached out to Savage yesterday and said, please send me the list. They wrote back this morning and said, here's part of it. They wrote me back later and said, here's the updated one. And that's where I went straight to looking at the names, right? And Rylan's name jumped out and your name jumped out, but I didn't want to report because you love to fuck with me when you're going and not going, which is fine. I deserve it. I'm a pain in the ass.
Honestly, Matt, I have not fucked with you. I really, with everything going on in my life, I had no idea the past 2 years. Everything was always up in the air. So,
all right, I'll give you a pass. But it's also part of this mutual ball busting that we do. But anyway, the point is, I'm about to do a post. It is Wednesday. Usually, most things don't call until the Thursday or the Friday. It will be on OCR Report, like they're doing it. I used to do Savage's races, but OCR Report is now doing it for free. So they're going to accuse those guys. Great, go for it. I'll be there Saturday. Whether I was getting paid or not, right? I'll interview you at the finish line, as I love to do, either way. But no, listen, there hasn't been a lot of love because there's been no pro Spartan, and Savage is now just kicking on. So yeah, there's been a ton of High Rocks news, and I do think it's never going to replace OCR, but I do feel like it's got a whole different trajectory and ceiling that OCR may not ever get. That's kind of what I was looking at, because like you said, I don't think we're ever going to wind up back on ESPN. I think that we had a chance, and you and I could talk for hours about what Joe and Spartan did right or wrong to keep that afloat. Like the Joe doesn't really seem to have the ability to look past his face, or whatever's right in front of him, or he would have kept it on TV the whole time, or at least on Facebook Live the whole time, or whatever. Sorry, man. So yeah, so listen, dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. What can I tell you? But like I said, I think I'm going to put this out. Usually I just do a podcast. I think I'm going to put this out as a video right away because it's really.
People can see me.
It's really good. But it's really good. It does make a heck of a lot of sense. So I think it's good to get this out there.
Yeah. And I think, there's everybody has to ask themselves, why am I in this? And, if you actually want to see some growth of the sport, like, support the things that are gonna be moving forward. But yeah, the Savage race is gonna be great. I think there's gonna be quite a few girls there too.
I think let's have a look. See, we got Kris, we got Alex.
Alex. I was convincing. I think Veranda Kopinski may show up too.
Well, yeah, she should definitely. She loves Savage.
Yeah, she wasn't going to go, and today I was trying to convince her to go. Message her.
I will also convince her.
Nicole, I know, is on the fence.
Yeah, I don't know why Nicole won't just make a gosh darn decision, because she's told me maybe, and other people are like, oh no, she's definitely coming.
I mean, I know from talking to her, she's. I think she's. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I think she's still a little cautious about the knee.
No, of course.
And like that's the Georgia course. I mean, that's where Leon fucked his tibia up, or
how could we forget?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
so on the women's side, let's see. Taylor Cedeno, Jamie Horianopoulos, Christina McFarland, Kris Rugloski, Emily Stevens. Like some of these girls have never even done a Savage, I don't think, or at least haven't podiumed. Rachel
No.
Waters. These are some good women. And you throw
Well,
Nicole into
Jamie
the
has. I think Jamie blew past Alex in the Texas race in the fall.
No,
And
I know.
so,
No.
yeah,
Jamie's like the
yep,
OG, but I don't think Emily Stevens has raced
yep,
one before. Um,
yep,
so yeah, this is going to be a battle.
yeah. No, I
Uh,
think it'll be, it's not the top tier girls, but like I think we've always said with the women, it's sometimes the top one or two girls run away, and it's more exciting to watch the next batch of girls who are closer in, um, I guess, fitness and skill, which it seems like a group of girls that are pretty close to one another.
right. Well, and if Nicole's goes, Nicole, I think even gone 2 years, you immediately put her as one or two, right? Like you
Yeah,
you
yeah,
have to.
she's
You have to, right?
yeah.
Um, so on the men's side, you, Schadegg, Riker,
Myself, Shadegg, Riker, Don said he was going to go. He said he was going to go to this race in Florida, and then he's
Sean.
moving somewhere. Yeah, Roberts.
Oh, Sean. Yeah, Sean's in there.
Yep. And then um, Jordan McDougal said he's been on the fence. I was trying to convince him to go. He's always fun to have there, you know.
Can we pour one out for Woodsy?
I was hoping maybe he'd show up. I miss having him at races.
No,
Um,
I think he's officially you know, until our sport gets big enough that there's Masters Awards. Like real Masters Awards.
yeah,
RIP Woodsy and Savage Race.
I know. Uh, but yeah, like look at compare this race to one of the old G Spartan NBC races where they built up personalities around. You had personalities built up around Isaiah Vidal, Matt Novakovic, guys who previous to Spartan really had no like who were they as athletes in endurance sports. You have um, in this race, you got Sean, who was a D1 track star, basically. I mean, he's fast as heck. He's way faster than me. You have Jordan McDougal, whose brother was world class mountain runner, and he wasn't shabby himself. So you still have, and Rylan, who's he's got a massive engine from biking, and pretty cool backstory. And so you have the same plot that's set up. It's just not showcased, and now we're bitching and whining about it not going away, and nobody's put the effort into just talking about it a little bit, and it has nothing to do with me. Like if I wasn't at the race, it'd be the same situation. So please don't take it that way. I'm at a point in my career where I don't care. Like I'm doing it because I like it. I'm not going to travel places I don't want to go. It is what it is at this point.
All right, man. Well, I think we should end it there. And I will see you bright and early on Saturday.
Sounds good, Maddie.
Are they back to 8 o'clock though? I love when they started at 9.
No, no, and maybe that's something we should say. It is 9 o'clock because it like says, yeah, it changes what flights you can take and everything. Like you can get in late, you can't take the noon flight or like so. And that's I hope they announce that because I believe if you go to the website, it says 8 o'clock, and it's not until you actually register that it says a 9 o'clock slot.
Hang
So I
on, let me
believe
look.
everything gets
Actually, it's
delayed.
going to say so right on this form. Yeah, 9:05 Pro.
9:05, right?
Everybody
Yeah.
sleeping, baby. Let's go. Let's
Nice.
go. What a difference, man. What a difference getting up at like 6:30 instead of
Oh my
5:30
God.
makes.
I always said if you ever look at the start line, like all of us, we look like shit at 7:30. Like everybody's got bags on their eyes. Like nobody really likes racing that early. Like, 9 o'clock's good.
All righty. Will we see you at the Savage Series? And are you interested in following the Savage Series this weekend? I really hope you are. Lots of great races going to be there. Have I mentioned the Patreon lately? We've got a lot of folks hopping on the Patreon train. Here's a couple of them from recently. What do you think there? Yeah, let's put it there. Maybe, yeah, let's put it there. Got some folks joining the Patreon. You can be like them. Get on the Patreon train. Support this channel, bringing you content you love so much. Love you, miss you, mean it. I've got to run.